Hello, friends, and welcome back to yet another exciting episode in Robinhood School of Traders. This topic, I think, will excite all us. The sector which I have chosen, which we are using right from when you got senses in terms of writing, is nothing. Is all about pen and pencil. So, what are we looking at, Robin? So, this is quite different. So, we'll touch with the sector of pen and pencils. We'll touch with the with leader, which is DOMS, and what is different is this video. We'll do this analysis with fundamental, technical, and we'll use the power of AI. So, welcome back to Robinhood School of Traders, and as keep on saying, harnessing technology to empower tomorrow's traders. So, if we go to this particular sector and find who are the peer comparison, it's quite evident. DOMS is a distinct market leader. If you see the market capitalizations, yes, the PE is on higher ratio, is on higher side compared to this median. But see, there are various reasons for that. We'll dig down into that. But in terms of market leadership, the number one is Dome, number two is Flare, number three is Camlin, and number four is Link. So we will try to find out how, with this simple knowledge of this periodicity of the graph, how can we, as a trader, pull out more money. Now, if we plot the domes in a weekly time frame, so you can easily find out this particular stock has a very strong stiff support in the vicinity of zone somewhere between 2241 and 2315. So this is a very good reason zone to buy and a stiff resistance in the vicinity of 3000. So within that ratio, if I see in every August, the stock has a tendency to give bounce, and in the month of January, the stock bounces, and April. So if you just see the correlation of August, January, and August, this is the time the session of schools generally begins. So that the cash flow comes in the schools, and hence the cash flow is reflected in the balance sheet also. So this is, let's see how this information of a periodicity of graph will help us in making money. Now, Robin, can we compare this with a different company of the sector? So let's see. I plotted nothing in the same weekly time frame of the dome. So you can see the domes, as I told you, has a very strong support in the vicinity of 2300 and the stiff resistance somewhere to the vicinity of 3000. But the stock oscillates, so that's a very good thing. So you can make money, pull money. I don't think it's an option. I have to check it. But if you see the flare, same company flare, which is number two, it also has the same tendency. But in that sector, if you see Camlin, something is wrong in Camlin. It is the stock is tottering in the vicinity of 100. So in this sector, it's clear the distinct market leader is Domes and followed by Flare. So if you want to put money in this sector, Domes is number one and number two Flare. Now, if you see the fundamentals, dig down into Dome's quarterly performance. If you see, as I was telling you, this stock does pretty well somewhere in the vicinity of August and September. So if you see the September quarter, we can see there's clearly a jump shift in operating profit and in terms of net profit also. If you see last year also, last year it was stalemate, it did not move, but the graph moved out. And this year also can expect, as per the market trend, we also can expect there can be in this quarter we can see some sharp movement in the September quarter. Now, if you see the profit and loss statement of the company, this is a whopping figure. The company, after the launch of IPO, somewhere between 2000 and 2001, the company has made a jump ship profit of almost seven times. So it's a very strong figure. But for last, so you can easily find out a company which went loss in the vicinity of 2021. They pulled out. They made IPO. From that IPO, they pulled out 1,200 CR, and see how the company is performing. The company in the next 5 years has jumped seven times of the principal. So that's a great news. So let's say take the overview of the company. What actually is going wrong in that company, Robin? So with the help of ChatGPT, just write the ChatGPT and it will do the fundamental and it will do SWOT analysis. So this is the version of ChatGPT, and that's why I'm saying we are using the fundamental, we are using technicality, and right now in this slide we are using the power of AI. So we can easily find out from the graph and this, the company was able to pull 1,200 CR. From there, there was a huge jump shift in the revenue and the net profit from 7x. So that's a great year. This is a very strong They basically are known for pencils, pens, geometry boxes, crayons, market, art, etc. This is the core product of this particular company. So I asked my software ChatGPT, please do a SWOT analysis. It does a SWOT analysis. The strength is a leading brand in the stationery market, extensive distribution network, very strong distribution network, trusted quality, strong product portfolio, and product diversity. So in this particular sector, they have a huge diversified portfolio. So that is also a hindrance, or that's also an entry barrier for its competitor. Now, if you see the weaknesses, yes, it's a business driven by seasonality. As I showed you, August and the quarter, that is somewhere in the January and April. So these are the time when there's huge cash flow. The sessions come or mid sessions. But in terms of technicality, declining ROE and ROC, that's quite worrying. Large offer of sales in the IPO, as I told you. If you see the sales portion in IPO, as I told you, the company was able to pull in the vicinity of 1,200 CR. And after the 1,200 CR, if you see, 350 crore was from fresh issues. So that's the weakness part. Now, if I see the what are the market challenges or the opportunities, if you see the opportunities, growth expansion of manufacturing and capacity of pen. So they're putting money on the manufacturing capacity. This sector is growing demand of quality stationery with the rise of education focus. As you can see, we are all parents and we also know the fees burden. The there's a huge amount of inflation in our fee structure. So that is reflecting in our this particular. So that's an opportunity for this particular sector and increased retail penetration into tier 2 and tier 3. So initially this was for and urban, now they are going to deep rural market. So that's a great strategy. And obviously they have done premiumization and export. So this is an area they've with other competitor will are laggard and they will take time to catch up. First is premiumization and next is export. What are the threats? Threats for this sector is intense competition. Yes, we will find ITC pitching in, Camlin pitching, but the Camlin the graph is not strong. Faber Castell is there in terms of branded company. Dependency on academic cycle and seasonality, I don't think is a risk because this is always high competition and as on growth, Indian economy grow, the GDP will grow, and so the education sector will shoot up. Raw material price, yes, this is a concern, but this is not a concern of the sector because of the price hike will take across the sector. Macro will slow down, yes, if you find if there's slowdown, this might come down. And digital alternative reducing stationary demand. So this, I think, tabs and this particular take a jolt. Most of the B schools or once over into class 10th also people are shifting from right from pencil to the tab media. So that is a very strong analysis. So I'm sure you must have enjoyed this video. So in this video, how it's different? So I'm repeating the same words once more. We have done the fundamental, we have checked the technicalities, and we have used the power of AI, which is free of cost in ChatGPT, and is no SWOT analysis. I'm sure, guys, you must have enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so the what video I'm creating comes to directly. Thank you.